Hi, I'm KG Stiles with your Astro Highlights, brought to you by PurePlantEssentials.com Organic Aromatherapy. Today is Thursday, September 16th, 2010. The sun is in discerning Virgo, and the moon is in focused Capricorn. I'm being joined by celebrity astrologer Neil D. Paris of NewWorldAstrology.com. Hey Neil, you there?
Hi, KG.
The month of September is a 9-month and a time for completing projects and unfinished business, as well as mending any grievances with loved ones. It's time to kiss and make up and get prepared for action-packed October when new beginnings are possible. September is potentially a very magical month, as the number 9 added to any number doubles its vibration. This is a time when whatever you focus the power of your mind on is likely to manifest rapidly. Remember, it's not what happens in your life, but how you respond emotionally to it that creates your life experience. The power of choice is yours, and this month will prove it to you. On Monday, September 13th at 9:35 p.m. Pacific, Pluto, the planet of regeneration and healing, stationed direct. Pluto is now established in the early degrees of the sign of Capricorn, which rules structure and systems, and on the big stage of our life represents big business and government institutions, and in our personal life the structure and organization of our affairs. Now its move direct, we'll be seeing the rewards of changes we made forthcoming through the end of December, after which Pluto begins investigating new territories on its mission to search and destroy with the purpose of deep regeneration and renewal. Neil, how do you see Pluto affecting us over the coming months as it moves further into the sign of Capricorn?
Search and destroy, those two key words that you said, that's Pluto, and it's an energy we need in our lives. You know, we might freak out when we hear it, but Pluto is really the energy that gets in deep, right? And it's in our lives and in the systems that we have, in the governments, in the hierarchies. Pluto in Capricorn is a transit that really represents cancer on some level, you know, things that are eating away at itself. So we can look at it on the physical level through illnesses, physical illnesses like HIV, AIDS, cancer, things that are attacking the system, the self. And Pluto is really the process of cutting out the parts that are not so, I won't say bad, because, you know, bad and good are one of those tricky words, but things that are not healthy for the whole. You know, a part of an apple that's rotting spreads to the rest of the apple. It's as simple as that. So, and on the bigger picture, in our personal lives, any seeds of negativity, it's time for us to really uproot them now. You know, everyone's trying to fight to end war, you know, and so many negative things on the planet, but really, you know, to stop those things in their tracks, we really have to start at the root cause, the seed level. You know, ideas are seeds, they manifest in the physical world, so when things have manifested physically, it's too late on some level. But the way we can kind of transform things and shift things is to go back to the seed level, which is we can all stop now that Pluto's moving direct. When Pluto's moving retrograde, the planet, when it moves retrograde, is moving internally, so we're really slaying internal demons. Pluto represents the darkness, our power issues. When Pluto's moving retrograde, we were dealing with our inner demons. Now we get a chance to really manifest outer angels, as it were, or really see them now, see ourselves as angels in each other's lives, because we've worked on our inner darkness. Some people are still in the process of doing that. So anything that's been coming up in the past few weeks, the past few months, even since the beginning of the year, is really a purging of some deep emotions. So there's been some ugly scenes in our personal lives. Seeing some ugliness within us, we go, oh, I wish I'd gotten over that. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe this person did that. Any life experience where there's been a shocking change or a shock to the system, we're really having an outpouring of these seeds of negativity. So really, Pluto in Capricorn says we need to live with purpose. And a line that I saw in a magazine recently really kind of leapt out at me, and it was the question, how do you justify taking up resources? And it made me smile when I saw it in the magazine. And that's a good question to ask ourselves. You know, we're all consuming, you know, water, food. We're taking up space on this planet. But what are you doing with the space you're taking up? Pluto in Capricorn says, what is your contribution? Are you living life with purpose? And you can deliver this contribution to the world on a very simple level, which is, will you let negativity stop with you? You know, these are the seeds that are planted on the planet right now, and they will keep going until someone stops them. So, you know, someone has a bad day, they take it out on somebody else. The person they take it out on reacts to that. They have a bad day, they take it out on somebody else. It keeps spiraling. So A mission that I'm setting for everybody right now is, while Pluto's moving through Capricorn, can you let negativity end with you? Can you deal with the seeds of negativity in your own personal life? Because if we don't, those seeds are going to continue to build, and the systems we have in place on the planet are going to keep reflecting that chaos. They're going to reflect the negativity, they reflect the corruption, reflect the greed, reflect the darkness, the evil side of life, as it were, not living in the light, and things are going to collapse. So the best you can do for yourself is to work with the seeds on an internal level. When you're faced with negativity, realize it's something to deal with. Acknowledge the darkness within you. We're all light and dark. Nobody's good or bad. We're all a mixture of that. If you can deal with that and make choices to take the higher path as much as you can.
Oh, that's fantastic. I like that. So the question, what are you nurturing within yourself and in your world? That's the task. So on Saturday, September 18th at 6:07 p.m. Pacific, Uranus, the planet of sudden and unexpected events, joins hands with Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, for surprising and beneficial turn of events. And on that same day, Mars, the planet of action, sextiles Pluto, the planet of private affairs. Neil, could you talk about what's in store for us with these auspicious celestial couplings?
Yeah, so let's take Jupiter and Uranus first of all. Jupiter is our growth, it's our learning, knowledge, education, intuition coming through, where we learn. And Uranus, as you said, is sudden surprises, sudden events. So opportunities can come thick and fast now if you're tuned in. The conjunction is falling in the sign of Pisces, which relates to inspiration, intuition, gut feelings. You have a hunch about something. There's something that comes up in your dream world, your unconscious. So flashes of your future kind of get downloaded in the present. So you might kind of see snapshots of where you could be, where your future self can lie, so you can see the options you have. So basically, it's not so much about action as it is following impulses of instinct. So they come in snapshots. So in the weeks ahead, especially when this falls on the 18th, listen to your instincts. Write down your dreams around this point in time. Listen to what your intuition's saying. It mightn't make sense, but follow what your instincts say, because they'll be right on track for where you need to go individually. And the Pluto, I guess we'll just jump quickly to the Pluto, Mars sextile and Pluto. Mars is in Scorpio, which is about cutting through the stuff that we no longer need, cutting out the muck, really just recycling things, throwing out the garbage, taking out the trash in our lives. And Mars is ruled by Pluto. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, so the two are in a really harmonious connection. So Mars, the planet of desire, teams up with Pluto, that transformative energy. We get a chance to really kind of cut to the core, be a little bit of a psychic surgeon for ourselves, and say, okay, what is not working in my life? Where are my bad habits? Where am I using power unwisely? And where can I kind of transform the energies of my life? Where is energy stuck? And can I make things work better? So it's really kind of maturity time. It's a time to use opportunities and instincts that you have to make things better for yourself. And as I said earlier, to start with those areas of your life that are cancerous on some level. The things that are continually getting worse and bad. Stop them in their tracks. Look at them for what they are. And bring the dark aspects into the light of conscious awareness. The darkness will subside when you bring it into the light.
So, yes, and Neil, could you talk about on Wednesday, September 22nd at 8:09 p.m., the Sun enters the balancing sign of Libra, when we will celebrate the autumnal equinox, followed by a luscious harvest moon at 0 degrees Aries on Thursday, September 23rd, exact at 2:17 a.m. Pacific. Do you have any suggestions for how to make the most of this wonderful time of the fall equinox and the harvest full moon, Neil?
Yeah, so that's great. The full moon always gives us a balance between two different energies in the astrology chart, in the wheel. So we're in the sign of Libra by the harvest full moon on the 24th. On the 23rd, we move into the sign of Libra, which is about balance, harmony, partnership, how you are in relationship to other people. But the full moon falls in the sign of Aries, 0 degrees Aries, which is called the Aries point, which is a very public place, the first degree of the entire zodiac. So this is a very public full moon. We'll see manifestations of this full moon widespread, which can mean many things. There could be some outpourings of emotion, some really intense endings, some big chapter shifts. People are feeling this on a much public level. So the newspapers, the headlines on the internet will be much more, they'll be filled with this full moon experience, this full moon energy. Aries relates to aggression, setting your boundaries, independence. So really on a small scale level, it's a balance between, are we selling ourselves short and giving too much in relationship? Are we losing our individual identity in our relationships around us, or we're having expectations on other people, that we really should be focusing on ourselves. It helps us get back to ourselves, which is selfishness in a healthy way. That's the full moon in Aries, which is saying look to the self, look to your individuality. What is your contribution to a relationship, to a company, to a situation, to a neighborhood, to your domestic situation, to your job, to any area of your life? What is your contribution? You need to be a full, conscious, aware individual in order to be part of any good synthesized relationship. You have to give fully to get fully back.
Yes, this definitely is a time of ripeness and fulfillment that we're entering. So do you have any special astrology offerings for us at this time, Neil?
Well, this Pluto energy is a big one. It's going to be with us quite a while. So I just want to steer people to my blog at newworldastrology.com, and I have an article there which will go through how it affects every sign individually, and you can see how you can use this Pluto energy that's moving direct to carve things out of your life you no longer need, and how it's going to affect you in the months ahead. So you can check that out at newworldastrology.com and click on blog.
Oh, great. Thank you, Neil. The Aries harvest full moon is when you reap the bounty of the seeds of your intentions that you planted with care at the time of the Aries new moon earlier this year at the spring equinox. Review your intentions that you planted and give thanks for all that you've accomplished over the past 6 months. The harvest moon is also an excellent time to perform Ho'oponopono if you have any relationship grievances. Ho'oponopono means to make right and is the Hawaiian ritual of forgiveness. The Ho'oponopono forgiveness ritual is a meditation to let go and release burdens and patterns of blockage. Ho'oponopono restores your light or energy body and your emotion or energy in motion. Through your light body, you are connected with all that is, and through your emotion, you are always affecting everyone around you by your thoughts, words, feelings, and actions. Prosperity teacher and author Catherine Ponder states that when you hold resentment toward another, you are bound to that person or condition by an emotional link that is stronger than steel. Forgiveness is the only way to dissolve that link and get free. Visit my website at kgstiles.com and click on free articles where you'll find numerous moon meditations, including one for the Ho'oponopono forgiveness ritual. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate your being here and the opportunity to share essential heavenly news with you. I'm KG Stiles with celebrity astrologer Neil D. Paris with your Astro highlights.